Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Philip. This is the Ranger Trustman. And today, it's Whiskey Library Review number 10, which is Ann Arbor Distilling Company Fox River Whiskey. Fox River, Michigan whiskey. What does Michigan whiskey mean? There isn't a legal, standard for it, like there is for Tennessee whiskey or Empire Rye. But I think I know where they're coming from. See, on the bottle, there's this little sticker that says Michigan farmed, Michigan distilled. So what I think they're getting at is that it's distilled from grains grown in Minnesota. I meant Michigan. I'm not having a great week, to be honest. Distilled in Michigan, from grains grown in Michigan, barrel aged in Michigan, and bottled in Michigan. And on their website, they say that they do all of that. In fact, that this is a mash of 4 grains, all grown in Michigan. They don't make mention of barrel type, but they do say that it is cherrywood charcoal filtered, which is interesting. I'm glad that this isn't the super potent whiskey, because I'm recording this again. It is bottled at 40% alcohol by volume or 80 proof. On the nose, it is real heavy on that cherrywood smoke from the charcoal filtration. A little bit of like butterscotch, some like sort of oaky tannins, some shiny, bright grain sweetness, or maybe a little bit like honey. On the palate, you can definitely taste cherrywood charcoal. It's not bad. A little bit of that honey, butterscotch, maybe a little bit of like baking spice, like think cloves, maybe a little bit of cardamom. The finish, very short, very sweet. The finish is all vanilla butterscotch. It has no cling to it, no like oiliness to it. That's down to the charcoal filtration, which is why the finish on, like, for example, Jack Daniels is so short. It adds a little bit of flavor. In this case, that taste of like burnt cherry wood. No other way to describe it. If you've ever been a woodworker, you know what I'm talking about. But the finish, extremely short. There for a moment and then it's gone. It's all sweet, vanilla, a little bit of butterscotch. This is a really easygoing, sessionable whiskey. This is something that you can pour, throw back. Not really throw back, but just sip on, enjoy, not think about. Unfortunately, that's not something that I particularly enjoy. I know that that's, perhaps a peculiarity of myself, and maybe not so much of you. But I like something that, tries to talk to me, has something to say, something to prove. This is really laid back. It's there, it's gone. It's not much to it. I'm on track for this to be the shortest review I've ever done. I ask and answer 3 questions. The first, do I enjoy it? I do, but not in a really meaningful, deep way. Like, I enjoy whiskeys that, make me think, make me pause. And I don't give numeric scores, but this is a kind of, okay. Second question, do I think it's a good value? I don't know how much this bottle is because this was a gift from a family friend and my mother. They were in Michigan attending a wedding and stopped at Costco and picked this up. I don't know how much they paid, but if it's $35, it's a pretty good deal, I think, for a nice light sessionable whiskey. Do I recommend it? If you like really big, bold flavors, probably not. But if you're looking for something approachable, enjoyable, something that you can just sit down and sip and not think about while watching TV or something, it's okay. It's not why I'm into whiskey, but that's okay. Not everything is for everybody. And with all that said, I've got some announcements to work through. First, if you want to support this channel, this show, as well as the Single Malt Frontier, in the description down below, there will be a link to my Etsy shop where you can purchase yourself a pen made from barrel stave. Not just any barrel stave, but a French oak barrel stave. This French oak barrel held cognac for like 30 years and then was used to finish a peated American single malt whiskey in the Pacific Northwest. If you know, you know. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where which distillery this is specifically. I can tell you that the whiskey that came out of that barrel went to the Multnomah Whiskey Library, and I can't give a direct oh, it's this whiskey because the master distiller asked me not to share that information because she couldn't get her marketing people to give the okay on it, and that is entirely understandable. A brand is something that you control tightly. 100% understand. Speaking of also supporting the Single Malt Frontier, the Single Malt Frontier explores the edge of innovation in America's newest category of whiskey, American Single Malt Whiskey, and we get to do all sorts of really cool interviews like Jace Marty from Black Frost, which is our most recent one. You should go watch it. Doug has another separate show that he's doing with the Whiskey Shaman and Germ from Freedom Malts called Three Guys, One Grain. It's all about American single malt whiskey, but more from a consumer point of view and less of of looking at it from with brand representatives and distillers involved. That's all cool. On the 18th of this month, 18th of December 2025, I'm going to be in the Blind Sample Showdowns hosted by Germ from Freedom Malts. It's going to be cool. I'm going to drop links to it sooner to the actual event. My goal is 1 point. 1 point. And I think I can do it. Although it would be extremely funny for me to get 0 points. I think I'd be the only person to get 0 points across the board. And that would be kind of funny in its own way. I'm going to have to ask Germ if anyone else has done that. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your friends in the Ann Arbor area. If you have some experience with Ann Arbor Distilling Company, let me know in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, second time through doing this. That's what we rolled. That's what we rolled on the wheel. So looking at KO Distilling's Bare Knuckle Rye, great stuff. Can't wait for it. You'll see more about that on Friday. Meantime, stay happy, stay geeks. Sláinte.